Yo, what's going on YouTube? I'm back with another video. Today we're gonna be reacting to Season Champ 2003 General Grievous with the Devil. I'm gonna tell you this right now. The only General Grievous I really watched was like the Disney version. The Disney version. Cause that was the only Star Wars I ever really watched for real. And then just the animated Clone Wars. That's about it. But I never watched 2003, so everything that's about to be shown, I'm gonna be surprised. So yeah, let's get into it. Damn.
So wrong with him? That's not human, man. He's not ready,
Yo.
man.
Damn. This nigga too strong. Why does a nigga make the star? Why does a nigga make the other General Grievous look weak and soft and pathetic? God damn.
These are files and cases for characters that quite honestly don't even need a trial. This is the new tier called the Forbidden Tier, and it is strictly reserved for legends of the game. And we're starting this series off with a character that was so disgustingly broken, he had to get nerfed.
Jesus.
And that is none other than 2003 General Grievous. This the Grievous in 03 was the devil in animated form. Let's talk about 03 Grievous like let's talk about Vaughn. Like this dude was a Jedi killing machine that was non-force sensitive, by the way. Like for real dead ass, bro. If he wanted you out of there, he'd go do it himself, on feet by himself. The nigga straight up had to go. And let me just give y'all a warning right now before we even start. If you have only seen Grievous from Revenge of the Sith in 3D Clone Wars,
yeah, that's the Grievous I'm talking about. I never seen this version of Grievous though.
Woo-hoo-hoo. You're in for a ride. So let's not waste no more time.
It's gonna be a long one.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Case 1. Sliming out multiple Jedi at once.
Jesus.
Now this right here was Grievous's first appearance in any type of Star Wars media. And man, I'll tell you, boy, this on record has to be one of the craziest character debuts of all time. So this is how this went down. While Anakin and Obi-Wan was finishing up a mission on this one planet, they get hailed from this one Jedi Master. And this man is fighting for his life and panicking. Bro was on the line like, General Kenobi, we need immediate evac. This new droid general is unstoppable. Oh God, what the hell? And the next thing that you see when they swap to that planet
and he got slimed out,
falling over and dying, and Grievous stopping the communicator in the ground. The first time you ever catch a glimpse of this demon is him booming a Jedi Master. Not just a regular Jedi Knight, a whole ass master. That is fucking horrifying. Now let's continue. The other Jedi that are with the Master that just got boomed are being completely surrounded by an army of droids. So they had him completely surrounded at this abandoned ship.
All
Grievous
these
makes them
droids.
cease fire. And after he made all the droids stop shooting, this man got on the mic and said, "Attention, Jedi Stone. You are surrounded by the droids. Separatists army. Now,
I'm gonna lie, I wouldn't even want to go out there for real. I'd stay in here and hide. Yo, this nigga just said Swiss cheese.
So after Grievous drops the mic and proclaims that he's gonna slime out the Jedi,
I would have been scared for my life.
They all start taking position and getting prepared for this nigga. Because Grievous
Position?
is walking towards them
Nigga,
right now. And let me
I'm not
say,
fighting.
The Jedi
I'm
in here
running.
are no pushovers. Especially these three. Longhead ass Kiadi Mundi, who is a member of the Jedi Council.
Nigga got that cone head.
Who was a pain in the ass to fight in the Force Unleashed.
I never played that game, Force Unleashed, I'm gonna be honest. I need to play that.
Like, these are known Jedi masters.
Comment down below if y'all want me to play Star Wars Force Unleashed. Shit, I would not even blame him. That nigga said he's gonna come slime us out. I'll be scared too and sweating.
So this is where the insanity begins. this poor Padawan that looks like Shaggy, and believe it or not, his name is actually Shaggy.
Yo.
When I first watched this, I was like, why is
Shaggy,
this
what you doing in
dude
Star
like
Wars,
Shaggy?
bro?
And boy, oh boy,
Shouldn't you be
come
with
to
Fred
find
and them?
out, this actually is a Jedi version of Shaggy. Like, that is just hilarious to me, bro. But anyways, while Grievous
Bro, Shaggy, you shouldn't even be here again. You should be with Scooby. What are you
the
doing?
same scary ass nigga in Star Wars as well, ended up losing his composure. So he runs outside.
Oh, why would you run out there?
By this nigga Grievous.
Game over. Shaggy just got slimed out.
Shaggy, that is one of the most insane deaths I've ever seen. This nigga Grievous jumped from the top.
That nigga got
Damn.
Nigga got crushed.
That nigga. If you pay attention very closely, his entire body disappeared. That means the impact of that fall was so hard, his carcass was squished into the ground. His body was literally unrecoverable. So after Grievous squashed Shaggy, he starts towering over all the Jedi and laughing at their asses. Then shows them his 10-foot mechanical body and then just disappears.
Oh, hell no.
Niggas were shook because this just turned into a survival horror. Grievous really started playing Dead by Daylight with these niggas, just toying with them while he was ready to hunt them down one by one. So
Dead by Daylight is a scary situation to be in.
You see this nigga appear out of the shadows like Batman hanging from the roof. Dude is literally looking over them, stalking his prey. So Grievous finally decided he was ready to get active. He jumps on the roof and starts going
Finally ready.
fighting a whole 1v5 and enjoying every second of it. And dude,
This nigga's 1v5?
He can turn his body into a Beyblade. This is the most unfair shit I've ever seen.
What type of
How
mechanical?
are you supposed to fight a 10-foot cyborg that can move his body like a Beyblade?
Oh, hell no.
That's not all he can do, because this is about to get even more insane. He started breakdancing on their asses, fighting them with his hands.
What type of moves is this?
Hell, a 10-foot cyborg should be moving like this. No, twin, nah. I'll be for real, bro. If I saw this shit, I'd put the saber down, bro. I wholeheartedly understand why George Lucas nerfed this nigga. So as the fight continued,
he needs to get nerfed.
tried to force push him, but Grievous dodged it and landed on the side of the roof. So this is when Grievous decided to start singling them out. He jumps back in and hits the ground so hard he made a smoke screen.
Oh,
so
God.
this wildebeest looking nigga decided to go in and try to fight him one-on-one, but Grievous pulls off
Yeah,
a
bad
crazy
idea.
move. He blocks his attack. And when old boy tried to swing at him again, he dropped his saber, cut him across the middle with his green one, then just slapped this nigga with his other one. Bro boomed that musty-ass
R.I.P.
wildebeest immediately when he was 1v1.
R.I.P. to
So after
Sasquatch.
the wildebeest Yeti hybrid got boomed, Shang-Chi decides to throw a bunch of scrap at him. But Grievous ends up cutting through all of it. Then this one Jedi tries to
What was the
pull
point
up
in
on
it?
him. I'm gonna refer to him as Yeet because the nigga got a turban on his head. Grievous grabs his elongated head with his grippers and slams both heads into the ground, breaking his neck on impact. Bo didn't stand a chance. He didn't even get to swing the saber. His last seconds of life was him getting his face gripped by this man's foot, then eating dirt right after that. But old boy wasn't the only person to get his face gripped, because after Grievous boomed him, Ayla came in trying to swing, but Grievous gripped her face mid-air.
Yo, what's over here been gripping these niggas?
Bodies across the map with his feet. That has got to be one of the most insane ways to slime a nigga. Sending them flying with your feet is
Yeah,
OD.
she got slimed.
Jedi remaining
God.
with Longhead, Kiadi, and Shakti. So Grievous ended up zoning them both out of their range. Then he drop kicks Kiadi's ass across the stage, taking him out of the fight. And this just left Grievous one-on-one with Shakti. And he was pushing her shit. She was panicking, barely holding on and blocking his strikes. So he ended up knocking the saber out of her hands. Then he comes
she's
in to
cooked.
swing on her, but Shakti barely blocks this with the force and gets sent flying into it. And she is out of commission. So the last man standing was Kiadi Mundi with his elongated, dingling head. So
I ain't gonna lie, King. Just run, bro. Just run.
With his
This nigga
he was staring at
about to
this kid,
fight
Kiadi, laughing at his ass
him
like,
with 2 lightsabers with his foot.
I've been trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku.
So after Grievous finished taunting this man, he ends up pushing Kiadi and knocking the saber out of his hands immediately. And Grievous ends up going in for the kill. But at the last
Just kill him, bro.
millisecond, Kiadi ends up getting bailed out by the clones. And the clones looked at that boy Grievous and said, "Troopers, blast that half-brick clanker." So they start shooting at Grievous, and Grievous hits the dash, while the clones are blasting every single piece of ammo that they have at this man. So while they continue
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this nigga got billed.
Grievous decides to drop in and starts to murder all of the clones in front of him. So after Grievous ended up mowing down the whole front line, a whole gunship ends up pulling up right in front of his
there's no way you can
and
fight
this
that,
is
bro.
when Grievous finally decided to make a strategic retreat. So Grievous ends up hitting the dash again. That man's out of there. I know his 40-yard
After he
dash
just
is
slimed
fast
everybody
as hell.
out.
And Kiadi and the clones end up retreating. So yeah, that right there was General Grievous's first ever appearance. So let's review this carnage that he caused. He crushed Shaggy into oblivion, put Wildebeest nigga up on a shirt, ripped Yeet with his feet, and broke his neck, and threw their asses across the ship.
Slimed them out.
And damn near killing Shock T along with Kiadi Mundi. Oh, and I forgot old boy at the beginning that got boomed.
Yeah, he got slimed out.
His entire battalion. So yeah, this man packed up 4 Jedi, put Ayla and Shock T on a stretcher, and had Kiadi's ass rethinking life. This is one of the nastiest debuts a character has ever had to date. So yeah,
this is the nastiest first appearance.
Case 1. We still got another case left, and boy, let me tell you, it gets even crazier.
Jesus. And of course, that ad happens to play. I ain't gonna lie, this is crazy so far, bro. Like, this nigga, General Grievous, packed up 4 Jedi and put Shock T and whatever old boy name was on that fucking stretcher. Like, he really got Shock T on life support right now. I ain't gonna lie, the Forbidden Files exceeded my expectations, bro. Like, I was not expecting this. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't expecting this to be going far worse, dude.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to case 2, the siege on Coruscant. Now, what you're about to see are the events that basically open up episode 3. Even though this series is now considered Legends continuity, this is still kind of what basically happened. So how this went down. This evil-ass conniving nigga Palpatine sent this man Grievous to invade Coruscant and capture him. So the Separatists end up pulling up to Coruscant, and a massive battle just ensues. Now, before we get to Grievous, we gotta take a detour real quick, because this is one of the hardest moments in Star Wars history. This nigga Captain Fordo was popping off this battle. Nigga turned into the Doomslayer. Just look at this shit. Him and his squad are being overran, but he didn't care. Boomed the battle droid in front, turned around, smacked this nigga, dumped the clip in his ass, and throws
Wait, hold on. He popping off. He mowing them niggas down. Oh, this was a Battlefront lobby, but he would have been on the top of the leaderboard.
Captain Porter was running up the scoreboard. We see this nigga watching the battle and sipping tea, not giving a care.
Nigga just chilling.
This man doesn't care at all what is happening right now. He's just looking.
And that's what I hated about Star Wars. Like, the number one person I hated, the number one op I hated was this old ass nigga, Palpatine, bro. Like, I still fucking hate you for what you did to Anakin, nigga.
A bunch of troopers and 2 Jedi end up pulling up with her, and they're trying to get this man Palpatine to safety. Well, Palpatine was just stalling and acting like, oh,
that nigga chilling. He's not worried.
Would you like to?
What you mean rescue him? Get him to safety. That nigga's not worried about nothing.
I'm trying to get your ass to safety. But while they continued to stay in this room, they started hearing footsteps around the room. And when they started getting louder,
Please don't tell me it's who I think it is.
Immediately, who this was.
Hi, how are you?
So he breaks in the window, let himself right in the room, and look at this mechanical lanky.
Y'all are fried.
Bro really had to hit a whole JoJo's pose before he started dropping niggas off. So this nigga Grievous looking at Palpatine like, greetings, Master, I've come to pick you up. Shut the fuck up. You mechanical nimrod. They're not supposed to know that shit till the third movie. I'm sorry, Lucius. Now capture me and make it look believable. So Grievous tries to grab him, but Shakti pulls him away. And they end up taking Palpatine, and Grievous is surrounded by about 20 clones. But bro didn't care that he was surrounded at all.
Nigga about to slime y'all out.
Cause now he can let loose and kill some niggas. So the clones
Jesus.
start firing and Grievous jumps up. And immediately
Yep.
starts blowing every clone
Damn.
room down. Look at what he does to this one dude. He grabs him, lands him on the wall, and just slices him down the middle. Now I'm not gonna lie, this next guy got done dirty even worse. Grievous slices bro's gun in half. Then he grabs him by the leg with his own leg and throws him out the window. Nah, bro, that is one of the worst ways to ever go out.
That nigga just got slimed.
With his own leg, then sends him flying, and he's gonna
R.I.P.
fall for like 100 floors before he goes splat. Oh man, rip that guy.
Yeah, considering how deep the Star Wars map goes, yeah, that nigga's definitely gonna be falling for at least a long time.
With his grippers, then
Damn.
into the wall. Oh dear God, that might be worse than the guy that fell 100 floors. If you look to the right, you can see the
Nigga just
floor
indented
on this
his
one clone's
head
face.
into the
You
wall.
don't even see his face, but you can tell just by the look. If I saw one of my homies get slimed like that, I'm gonna be real, I wouldn't know what to do. At this point, just put the gun down and accept your fate, or just run. Those are your only options.
I'm running.
What happens to this royal guard? Bro grabs him with his grippers, starts using him as a body shield, then slams his body on the ground. These clones are having some of the most horrific deaths I've ever seen, because this is just getting ridiculous.
Packing these niggas up.
Just continue to murder everyone in that room. Those clones stood zero chance against this.
R.I.P. to
They
the
were
clones, bro.
used as meat shields, so Shakti and them could get away. So while they was waiting by the
They just dipped.
all they could hear were just the screams of everybody getting murdered in there. Look at this one Jedi. He is spamming the button trying to get the elevator to come up. This dude is horrified of what he's hearing in there. So
I do
when the
not blame him. I would be
screams
horrified too.
stopped, they knew the head start that they got was over. Grievous bursts through the door on all fours.
Oh, nah.
At them like a rabid dog while dodging multiple force
Oh,
pushes.
hell no.
So Shanti ends up finally hitting him. Buying them some time to get in the elevator, but that didn't put Grievous down at all. So later on, after they escape, they're all taking this high-speed elevator down to the ground. So they thought they
Y'all
were
need to
safe.
get in the
They
ship
thought they
and
had
go.
time to breathe, but that lasted for a whopping 10 seconds. They looked to the
That's about right.
and this nigga Grievous is running down the building. He is running down a building, keeping up with a high-speed elevator. Like, no.
Why can this nigga do this?
This has got to be another reason why George Lucas nervous, man, because this is ridiculous.
Please nerf him.
This one clone said,
Like,
"Nah, twin,
it's a good thing he got nerfed. Look what he's doing.
And I'm not gonna lie, was that warranted? Yes. I mean, they gotta try something to stop this man. So when they finally reach the ground
They gotta try
floor,
anything
they are
at this
surrounded
point,
by
bro.
a bunch of super battle droids. And Grievous just drops from the building right in front of
Yep.
him. So Mr. Manslug nigga decides to use a force howl, but Grievous was prepared this time. He uses those damn grippers, digs in the ground, and starts moving through the house. They was
Yo.
trying every trick in the book and couldn't stop this man at all. So they
This
just
nigga needs
decided
to be
run.
stopped.
There was no point in fighting him. So while they was on the run, Grievous's Magna Guards ended up killing the final two clones. So the only ones that were left standing protecting Palpatine were Shakti and the other two Jedi. So they were having to run for their lives through the city while Grievous and his Magna Guards were chasing them. And this whole chase was just insane. They were fighting on a ship to Grievous just destroying it, making it crash in the middle of the city. Then they ended up fighting in a subway station. And I'm not gonna lie, this next scene had to be one of the most terrifying scenes of all time. When they thought they were safe behind this train, this man Grievous pops up right behind them. Jumps
She's
scare
cooked.
of doom.
Shakti is
he
cooked.
starts walking them down and pushing them back. Then kicks both of the two Jedi to the side. So he ends up walking up to Shakti and telling her, "Salutations, Jedi scum. You may have escaped from me before, but
Yeah, after she was on life support for I don't even know how
Well,
long.
Shakti ends up pulling off a 10,000 IQ big brain play. She used the force to wrap this man's cape around the train. So when the train was ready to go, Grievous just gets yoinked.
Damn.
And this finally brought them some time to escape from this man. So about a good 20 minutes passed, and they think that they finally shaken Grievous. Shock T ended up splitting up from him, and the other two Jedi ended up taking Palpatine to his bunker so he could be safe. So when they got in there and locked all the doors, they thought that they were in the clear. But they were soon about to realize not even getting yoinked by a high-speed train would stop this nigga. Grievous was waiting for them in that room the entire time. So he drops down and starts fighting the other two Jedi. And while
This
he was
nigga
doing it,
Grievous
look
here,
at this
dog.
evil conniving motherfucker going back like, good, Grievous, good.
Man, fuck you, old ass nigga.
Those niggas, Grievous.
You need to get
They
slimed.
shut. So while Grievous continued to fight them, they end up getting stuck in a lightsaber clash. And this is when Grievous finally revealed his trump card. The thing that he's most famous for. He pulls out the other
God.
two arms and starts using all four of them holes. And when he was using all four of his arms, they stood no chance. Grievous cuts both of them down.
Damn. Game over.
And it was game over for both them. So Grievous
Where's
finds
Shock T
Palpatine,
at?
and he looking at him like,
I don't more serious. Are you impressed?
about fucking time you have, Brief Clank. Now get me
Oh.
on the ship and let's fucking go. Okay, on a real note, Grievous actually never knew that Palpatine was serious. That is still hilarious to how oblivious he was to him. But anyways, Shock T finally ends up
What?
making it to the room, but she's too late. She sees
Yeah,
the other two
you came
Jedi
too late.
dead.
These niggas just
And
got
Grievous
slimed.
calling up Palpatine, and Palpatine looking at her like, oh, hello, Shock T, dear. I'm having a little trouble here. Can you please help me? So Shock T runs at Grievous, but he hits her saber to the side and just chokes her. So he takes her saber, adds it to his collection, then decides to give Shock T some actual shock. He just electrocutes the hell out of her and just ties her up and leaves her there. So Grievous ends up taking Palpatine to his ship. But before he was about to
Surprised he didn't slime her out.
God, Mace, motherfucking Windu, nigga.
The
He
GOAT.
looked at Grievous like,
Maze was good, game.
crushes this man's sternum. Look how he
Ooh.
had this man Grievous leaning back. Lord have mercy. And this is the incident in this continuity.
Oh, yeah, it's about
that is an
time.
iconic call.
Yeah,
So
time
after
for
the
some
ship
get
takes
back.
off and Grievous escapes, Revenge of the Sith starts. But yeah, that's basically the end of case 2. So let's look at our final Carnage report for case 2. This man launched a full invasion on Coruscant, broke into the Chancellor's room and slimed like 20 clones in the
Yep.
most brutal way fashion. Then decided
Packed up
to
20
chase the
clones.
Jedi throughout the whole city, then kill 2 of them.
Slime
and
these
knock
2 niggas
Shock
out.
T for a second time. This is some of the most wicked work of all time.
Yeah.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the end of our first ever Forbidden File. I hope everybody can clearly see and understand why this demon like myth.
Yeah, I see why.
Like this in Revenge of the
'Cause
Sith
all the
and
crazy
3D
shit this
Clone
nigga
Wars,
did,
then
bro,
dear God,
it's too
the
much.
Republic would've been cooked. So yeah, 2003 General Grievous, that nigga had to go, just straight up. So
Yeah.
with that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Let me know if y'all want any more Forbidden Files because I have a whole list of these. And also make
Sure.
sure to follow the other socials because that is where I'll tell y'all what all the future videos will be. And until next time.
Well, that was